If you were disappointed with the Ocean's 11 sequels, then we hope you're ready for Lakes 52. Welcome to the Dicecast. Hello folks, and welcome back to the Dicecast, which, as you know, is by the Tabletop Shop podcast. You know, it's a subsidiary. It's the same two people that are trying to discriminate their own lives into two separate podcasts, because that's how we do. Am I right, Nate?
Is that discriminate their own lives into?
Yeah, it didn't make sense as I was saying, but I'm sure people understand what I meant.
Maybe segregate?
Compartmentalize. How about that?
Yeah, that's
one of those big multi-syllabic words.
I like that word a lot. Compartmentalize, especially because it's like after compartment, it sounds like there should be another sound in there, but there's not. It's just lies. It's like compartment lies. Anyways, okay.
I don't know where you're going with this, man, but it's fine. Hey, are you excited to be recording a new one-pager?
You know what, Cody? I'm just enjoying myself over here, and I will do so through this new one-pager, regardless of how terrible I do at it.
Well, how do you feel that our previous one-shot went that was turned into 2 episodes?
I haven't heard the second half yet. You haven't posted the second half, so...
That's a good point. We're recording this before we've even published that one.
But I mean, obviously I was, there when it was recorded. I definitely enjoyed it. I liked that it was unique from the first one, in form and function. And so I'm expecting, more or less something, again, kind of original with this and the way that things are dealt with. I know that you have me coming prepared with a deck of cards, so maybe I'm using cards instead of dice. That's my guess. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
That is an astute assertion, amigo. You like my alliteration game there?
I'm just going to gloss right over it, Cody.
That's good.
So,
you gloss over it gleefully.
What are we doing today?
So we're introducing yet another one-pager that has been designed by me and another dude. Eric Wood, you do some good stuff, bro. Sorry that we didn't continue this podcast. I found a different friend. Now we're doing it.
To be fair, we were friends first.
That's a good point. I returned to my roots, and now we're podcasting things.
Yeah, baby.
With Lakes 52, not to be confused with Ocean's 11, because this is much better. There was no... You made a good point while we were chit-chatting before we actually started recording. But there should have been another Ocean's 11 movie. Not 12, not 13, and not whatever that other one was where it was all girls. What was that? Ocean's
8.
8? Yeah, I haven't seen it, but whatever. Well, now there's a Lakes 52 to continue the series. There is no George Clooney in this game, but basically you're playing someone who will just pretend they look like George Clooney. I don't know if we can get copyrighted for saying that for George Clooney's likenesses. Maybe if there's any cool fans out there who are now doing fan art, maybe they'll get in trouble for drawing George Clooney.
I don't think you can get in trouble for drawing someone. I
know George Clooney is a pretty important guy, and he could probably pull some strings if he didn't like what you're doing.
How do you qualify important? How do you define that?
I don't know, man.
He's done some good work, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know about important.
Very suave individual. He commands respect.
He does, actually. He has good presence. Good screen presence.
He kind of does. Well, let's see if you can pull it off in this game. You were very right in observing that we're just using a deck of cards, probably because I told you to just get a deck of cards. But yeah, there's no dice in this game. That's the unique thing. I'm excited to actually start running this, because I'm excited to see what you come up with. This involves a lot more pre-planning. Well, wait, pre-planning. Planning already is something that's done in advance. So pre-planning, is that where you do it like even more in advance?
No, that's when you are planning about how you're going to plan.
Let's say it's that then. You're pre-planning what you're going to do in this game. So let's just hit it off. Let's do some character creation, Nate, before I even tell you what's going on.
Should I shuffle my cards?
Yeah, shuffle your deck of cards. Do you have jokers in there by chance?
Ooh, that is a good question.
I should have told you before that you need jokers.
2 things.
Uh-oh, is this a pinochle deck? That's not going to work.
No, I feel like that might be an unfair advantage if I have a pinochle deck. There are jokers, at least one, presumably a second. but also this is I guess a German deck of cards.
What? Are they different?
No, it's just well, they have different names. Obviously, they don't use English names, so there's no Q and no J. But there's still differentiating art. So the queen is D. I don't know what that is, and the jack is B. But I could, as long as when I draw a jack, as long as I don't think it's a king, we're good.
Okay, I'll leave that up to you.
Other than that, they do have numbers 1 through 9 or 1 through 10. So, yeah.
Okay, good. I would hope it goes through 10. And you have 4 different suits, right? Hearts, diamonds, spades, clubs?
Yeah, I've got 52 cards, or 54, so I'm assuming.
With the 2 jacks? Okay, well, you're good to go. Here's the deal, Nate. Lakes 52. This is a game for a GM and 1 to 4 players. However, in the way of the Dicecast, we only do 1 GM and 1 player. Maybe someday we'll have some cool folks. Like maybe we'll get Will Wheaton on here to play with us. Who knows?
I was going to ask you how many of my split personalities I should set loose for this episode.
I mean, you did embody the triune brain of a hedgehog, a porcupine, and a sparrow quite well last time, but you're just going to be one person. Here's kind of the sad part about character creation for a 1-person game of this, though. You have 4 people you can choose from to play as. You can be Harold Lake, Gerald Lake, Berold Lake, or Jesse. But, however, every time you play, 1 person has to always be Harold Lake. And so, since you're the only player, you're just Harold Lake.
Ah, man.
This is the George Clooney of our game.
You know I wanted to be Jesse.
Yeah, I know you did. Well, maybe at some point we'll get 2 players, and then you can be Jesse and they can be Harold.
I want to be Jesse Pinkman. That's what I want to be from Breaking Bad.
Who's that? Who's that? Tell me more.
Breaking Bad, man.
Okay, that's cool. Each character that plays, Nate, in this case, just you have 4 stats. That is 1 more stat than we had last system. You have strength, agility, intelligence, and charisma, or charisma if you prefer.
I'll spell with a K so I don't forget.
Nice. Charisma. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. You want to get your starting stats figured out?
Let's do it.
So you're going to draw 2 cards, possibly more if you repeat a suit. So don't repeat a suit for now. So the suit of the first card you draw correlates to the stat that has +1. So tell me the suit, and I will tell you which stat that applies to. I have a handy, nifty, dandy little chart over here.
That seems rigged, but okay. Spades.
Spades is intelligence. So you have +1 to intelligence.
Okay. And then my other is hearts.
Hearts. So you actually get a -1 to this stat. Hearts is charisma. So you have a -1 to charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to be the suave George Clooney type. Apparently
You're
not.
Smart, but bad with people, I guess.
Maybe I'm just like the IT guy.
You're a nerd. Yeah. Good call. Geek, nerd, same thing. We are both.
We are not getting into that conversation.
All right. Let Rhett and Link cover that material. Let's move on to our objective. Your gang, which is just you, must perform...
Dude, so true. So that hits deep, let me tell you.
I walk a lonely road. I'm not singing that.
No, go on, Cody.
Dumb son.
It's good content.
Thanks.
I'll keep them back.
So you're Gang of One. Gang of One, George Clooney,
of one.
Also known as Harold Lake. You have to perform a heist at the Lakes Golden Casino. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is Lakes related to your last name of Harold Lake? No, there is no relation to your character.
Okay, I figured.
It just happens to be there. But the Lakes Golden Casino is a magical, wonderful place that is just a casino that's super high class C-ness. High.
A couple hyphens in there. We're good.
Yeah, a hyphen. I don't know what it is. But here's where you get to draw even more cards. So the exact nature of this heist that you're going to pull is going to be determined by the suit that you draw. And I have 4 suits here because there's 4 suits in a deck of cards. And just, I don't know, draw
I only have
card,
one suit because there's only one person in my posse.
I mean, you're reaching, but I guess that was pretty good.
Okay. And I put the 2 cards I drew last time back on top. Should I shuffle those back in, or are those discarded?
You know what? Let's make it interesting. Take a card from the bottom of the deck.
Okay. Spades.
Spades. Ooh. This is just going to be nice and simple. You have to steal money from the vault. A good old-fashioned heist.
Okay.
If you're curious what the other options were, which I'm just going to say them so you can feel bad about yourself because I'm not going to let you change. The card determined what happened. If you got hearts, your gang must take revenge on the owner of the casino, Drake Lake, who also has no relation either to the casino or to you. That one's just personal. Diamonds would be you have to steal the priceless diamond on display in the center of the casino. And then if you got clubs, this one is where you actually have to actively bring down the casino. You have to disrupt business, discourage patronage and whatnot, like Ocean's 13.
Wow, okay. But I got the good old-fashioned one.
Just gotta steal the money. So let's break out into the gameplay and how this is going to work. So this starts, like I mentioned, with a plan. So you have to outline your plan to me in advance of how you want to accomplish this objective. Think of this as sort of the Ocean's 11 montage of like figuring out, we're going to hit this, then we're going to do that, and then you have to do this thing, and then it's going to be awesome and it's going to be great. All right?
And you want me to come up with all that on the spot?
Yes. So, I mean, it's ambiguous, but I guess there's a big old casino and there's a vault on the inside. I can probably answer any questions you have about it, but you just kind of have to outline your basic plan of attack. And why this is important is because your leveling up system is based on every time something goes according to plan, you get to level up +1 any stat you choose. And that's not going to happen like every single check that happens, but it occurs when like a major arc of your plan has been completed. Mm-hmm. Does all of that make crystal clear sense?
Yeah, somewhere on the spectrum, tipping towards crystal clear.
While you think, I'm going to shake my water bottle, since this is Lakes 52, for some ambient water noise.
Do lakes do that?
If there's enough wind.
Okay.
Or a fish jumps.
So, but it's only me, right? Like, there's no one else in my crew.
Yeah, so you just have to know how you're gonna do this.
Okay.
So you're like, where are you gonna come in from the roof, Nate? Are you gonna like wear a disguise and go in the middle? What time of day are you gonna do this? What day of the week? What gear are you bringing with you? All the cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I have a rough outline.
Okay, run it by me. What you got?
I am going to go into the venue disguised as some kind of solo artist. Obviously, Mr. Lake has a bit of a side hustle doing kind of like underground, like subway saxophone kind of thing, like just as a side thing, just to make some pocket money,
And occasionally he performs at casinos as well, huh?
Yeah, well, he's been trying to level up his street cred, So he's trying to step up his game.
Understandable.
And he's pretty dang good, like, let's be honest. So,
like world class or what?
Well, national.
Okay, good enough.
So that's how I'm going to infiltrate, and I am going to do it on the Day of the Dead. Dia de los Muertos.
You're really planning this long term, then, huh?
Not actually for any really particular reason, just because it's cool. But also because in general, I think people wear like masks and stuff on Dia de los Muertos. Not really sure.
But I mean, do they do that if you're not in Mexico?
I mean, people celebrate it here too. Plus, Nevada's kind of close, right? Is this in Nevada?
Sure.
I mean, Nevada's kind of, surely people celebrate it there. So
I'm assuming there's a lake in Nevada somewhere that we can say this is next to.
That's a stretch. I don't know if there is. If it is, it's man-made. That's for sure. So I will infiltrate that way, and then at some point during the evening, I will, when I'm not performing, obviously, sneak up and access the kind of the air conditioning unit for the whole building. What do you call it? What do you call that? not the air conditioning, but like just kind of like the ventilation system, I guess, for the building.
You know, if you while you do that, I'm gonna have to go, "Sir, they went up the ventilation shaft."
You're allowed to do that, Cody. Only once.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And yeah, I'll disperse some kind of sleeping gas that I formulated in my years as a high school chemistry teacher. I won't tell you where I got that idea from. And yeah, I will put that
I thought you were just going to use it to, like, navigate the place, not put everybody out.
No, man, I'm putting everybody out, and then I'm going to steal a key card. And yeah, and I'll have a mask on, you know, and so nobody will know. Even if they go back and look at the footage, they won't know who it is.
Are you going to also have, like, a gas mask on so you also don't pass out?
Also, it's built into my Day of the Dead mask, so
it's a custom piece, I assume.
Yeah, right. Okay. Of course, it's a bit bulkier than your traditional, you know, mask, but
okay. I'll say that a key card, you know, from scoping out the place, is not going to, like, get you into the vault. Like, maybe it'll get you into the vault room or like then security area.
I'm also gonna bring dynamite. Then, like, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Everyone will be out.
I mean, these are fairly blast-proof doors, so you have to be a little more specific with what you plan to do here.
I'm going to bring 6 individual units of C4.
Okay. Just because that sounds cooler, C4. I'll say that will probably work.
I think it will. We'll find out. There's so much that can go wrong, as I found from our previous Dicecast episodes. One time I got caught under a basket that I set as a trap for someone else. So I might not get in the front door, Cody.
And then when you tried to save your buddy the other time, you dug in the opposite direction and left him behind.
Yeah, so, I'm notoriously bad at this.
Yeah. Okay, C4, you're going to blow up the thing. And then what? I mean, are you bringing like a duffel bag? How much money are you going to try to take out of here?
That's the other thing. So when I scoped the place out, I saw that there was a ventilation shaft into the going also into that room where the safe is. And for safety reasons, they had to do that. And
what do you need the key card for then?
No. Trust me, Cody. I looked into it. There's all sorts of security, lasers, and all that kind of stuff in the shaft. Like, trust me.
Right.
This is
okay.
Trust me, Cody.
You are Harold Lake, master of casino heisting. I'll allow it.
I promised you the explosive avenue is much, much quicker and cleaner. And I will add required less forethought.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways.
Where were you going with this?
There is a ventilation shaft that I can... You know what? No, just scrap that whole idea. Never mind.
What am I scratching off?
Okay. I have a good idea. I will bring in, those they make these like vacuum seal packages. So like if you have clothes or something, you can put all your clothes in it and then suck all the air out so it like makes it super dense and like small.
Yeah, you will need a vacuum to do that, but sure.
No, I'm gonna bring a vacuum too.
Okay, you're bringing a vacuum. Is this like this on your back?
No. I'm going in the day before disguised as, maintenance guy or whatever, stashing a vacuum somewhere in a trash can or something,
Okay, so I gotta add to the top of this list, you're going in even before as a maintenance guy.
Yeah. Okay. So first,
for
that's
purpose?
Kind of to to stash a vacuum. And I'll stash the bags with it just because that makes it easier.
Okay. Sure, dude. Yeah, that sounds great.
Listen, Harold Lake is just, he's putting out some feelers, trying to figure out new ways to, rob places. So
yeah. Okay. So what are you going to do about all the security cameras?
Those don't matter. I'll have a mask on.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I didn't ask you to successfully live many years after you complete the heist. I just want you to complete the heist.
Man, I'm blowing it all in 6 months. I'm going out happy after this one.
Okay, so in recap, so far, feel free to add anything if you want. You're going to go in the day before or sometime before, disguised as a maintenance guy. You're going to bring in a vacuum. You're going to stash the vacuum somewhere inside the vault or the security room?
I can't get inside the vault as a janitor guy. Come on, be realistic, Cody.
Oh, yeah. What am I thinking? So where are you going to stash it then?
Just in a hallway that doesn't look used very often. Just so that I know the trash. I'm going to stash it. I'm going to stash it in a trash can. So I'm assuming, I have to put it somewhere where I'm assuming the trash won't be changed.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So maintenance guy with vacuum. Got it.
Yeah.
Then the next day, or whenever what's it called? Dia
de los Muertos, I think, something like that.
Sure. Day of the Dead, that thing.
Yeah.
You're going to go in disguise with a hybrid gas mask, skeleton mask thing. Both to keep you disguised and to keep you from not passing out from the gas that you're going to disperse, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. You're going to go to the ventilation shaft and you're going to smoke everybody out, or make them pass out, basically, for some undetermined amount of time. Then you're going to snatch a key card to get into the security room, then you're going to use C4 in the vault.
Everything other than the security card, I guess.
Everything but the security card?
Yeah, well, if I'm bringing C4, I feel like that's a bit redundant. I mean, I'll snatch a security card in case there are clearance doors before the vault, I guess.
Okay,
which there are because I scoped the place out and I know that there are.
Okay. Sounds good. And then you're just gonna carry out what, like in a duffel bag or something? As much money as you can carry?
No. They have these push carts that you have like Home Depot, not like a normal shopping cart. Yeah. Couple of those.
Like the industrial ones?
Yeah.
That's just kind
lumber.
of like a flat tray. Sure. Yeah. Awesome. I'm going to put down lumber cart on here.
That's very important.
All right. Trigger that cool casino heist music now as we begin our campaign, however long it lasts. Could be a one-shot, could be a two-shot. We'll see. Nate, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling lucky.
Okay, well, let's, I guess, zoom out. You are, I'm assuming, like in the back of a unassuming white van parked somewhere near the casino, putting on your fake janitor outfit. Or maybe it's real and you just stole it, but it's fake to you.
Actually, the van is marked. It's Central Nevada Janitorial Systems.
Of course. CNJS?
Yeah.
Classic.
See, here's the thing, Cody. I want authenticity to be the thing, So I'm not going to show up in like a flower van, pretending to be a janitor guy. So also when I show up as the saxophone guy, I'll show up in my car with kind of the cheap, I own my own business kind of sticker on the, not perfectly straight on the side of a Chrysler 300, that's Harold Lakes, best sax player, call this number for birthday parties and stuff like that. So
national class musician, and I want you to know it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're in the van, putting on your suit. I'm just going to say that it's a hot day, dude, and you're wearing, I'm assuming this is one of those onesie coverall things that janitors like to wear?
Actually, no. I do shorts. Trust me, Cody. When you've worked in Central Nevada, you know that you need shorts in summer.
Okay. Oh, is it shorts, but then you have long sleeves? What's going on here?
Long sleeves on my shorts?
No, what about your arms? Is this a t-shirt situation?
Yeah, of course. It's like a classy button-up t-shirt, Still work quality, but casual.
Okay. I like imagining that this is still a onesie, a coverall type thing.
But
it doesn't... Yeah, but it's just shorts and t-shirt combined, basically.
I mean, that's a thing, but in general, janitors don't wear that. So. Generally, high school girls wear it.
Yeah, well, actually, I was kind of picturing men's swimsuit from, I don't know, the 20s or something.
Men's?
Isn't that a thing?
I think
maybe
female.
Women's swimsuit
Yeah, I
from
think
the
women's.
20s?
Yeah. That's fine.
Sure,
It can be white with red polka dots if you want, Cody.
Yeah, I like that. But it's cool these days now, even though it's you feel cooler even though it's hot. Okay. Yeah. So did you bring a vacuum with you, or are you just going to take one from inside somewhere?
I have like one of those trolleys that's got all sorts of like miscellaneous cleaners that not even I know what they're for, but then there's also a vacuum on it.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're in the van. Do your thing. Just tell me what you'd like to do and I'll mess with you.
Well, I guess I'll drive around and see if there's like a back entrance for like maintenance vehicles and stuff. Like obviously I'm not going to walk in the front door of the casino with my, all that stuff. So I'll drive around and look for a back entrance.
Okay. Hey, let's make the first check of the game. Hey. Flip a card. This is going to be an easy check. Oh, I guess I didn't really explain. There's easy, medium, hard checks. An easy check is going to require a 5 or higher to succeed. And this is where your stat modifiers come in. A medium check will require an 8 or higher, and hard requires a jack, which is the equivalent to an 11.
Wait, hard requires only a jack or jack, queen, king?
Yeah, jack, queen, king, or joker. So aces, these are your nat 1s, and jokers are your nat 20s.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to waste a joker on this, but let's see what happens. It's a jack.
Got a jack? Well, you only needed a 5. So you find in like so quick, like you have time. You didn't even plan on finding this location so quickly that you have time to just sit back for like 10 minutes, boost the AC, and like eat a sandwich if that's really what you want to do with your life. And so
cucumber and cream cheese, baby.
No, what? That's not a sandwich. That's just like a sad situation.
No, Cody, listen, when I get into stressful situations, I got to eat light going into it. So,
I mean, cream cheese is pretty heavy if you think about
Moving on, let's get to the next thing.
All right, you find the industrial loading zone / parking for maintenance dudes. And that is literally what the sign says when you pull up into the little parkade area for these people.
And accordingly, I turned my hat 3/4 to the back and put my sunglasses on.
Okay, 3/4 to the back. What?
Explain
to me the significance
it's not,
of this.
like forward, it's like 0 degrees. Right sideways in my head would be 90. Somewhere between 90 and 180. It's like 145 degrees, It's not straight back. It's not straight to the side.
Yes. But why?
Because you said it's for parking, for maintenance dudes.
Oh, you're like a maintenance bro, huh? Not like a maintenance guy.
I'm a maintenance Chad, Cody.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I missed that with the red and white polka dot sleeveless onesie that you're wearing.
You know what? I gotta say, I really hope nobody ever does fan art, because the last thing that I ever want to see is George Clooney with a hat on and sunglasses and a red and white polka dot swimsuit. It's the last thing I ever want to see.
I so hope this show is successful on some level so that we can see that
for that
someday.
Reason alone.
Yes.
Then
please
he'll sue.
Email us
he will sue
at tabletopshop23@gmail.com. George Clooney would be proud.
All right, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. You pull up, you park, I assume you get your vacuum,
my whole trolley,
whatever other your trolley, and whatever other paraphernalia you want to bring with you, and you start going to the entrance. But you see there is a guard kind of loosely hanging out there, and he sees you walk up and he asks for some identification.
Well, see, here's the thing: as I walk up. Like I notice he's kind of chilling. He's kind of like ready to be done with the day. Sure. And I kind of like, I make eye contact with him and I kind of like share this knowing glance, kind of like, yeah, man, the 9 to 5 grind, So I kind of get him like those, yeah, man. I kind of like check the watch, it's a Friday. I'm kind of like, man, just a couple more hours, man. I kind of flash my card a little bit too lazily, casually, like just, meeting him on a casual ground as kind of like work, kind of blue collar guy to blue collar guy,
All right, man. Well, make another check then. This is going to be I guess I didn't even tell you what check to make last time. It didn't really matter because I was going to say rolled high enough. Flipped high enough, I guess? Yeah. Flip me a charisma check now. This is going to be medium difficulty, which means you need an 8 or higher.
Is this
and I should have said...
It's under a certain stat, I'm assuming, so...
Yeah, this is under your charisma stat. And you're not reshuffling your deck every single time you make a check. That's way too much work. Yeah, that's the idea. Because it also gives you something of a card counting ability once you get closer to the bottom, if you can remember what you flipped or not flipped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, it's a 7 minus 1, so 6.
Ah, all right. Ooh, and what is the suit? I forgot to incorporate this last time. It shows how well I know my own game because it's been a long time. There's a dual nature to every check you make. So there's the value, like we established, easy, medium, hard, that determines if you succeed or not. But then the suit, no matter whether you succeed or fail, also has an effect. So if you get hearts, something good socially will always happen. If you get diamonds, you will acquire a tool or a resource. If you get spades, a hiccup in your plan will occur. And if you get clubs, you will receive an injury or a physical setback. So basically, red suits, good stuff. Black suits, bad stuff.
I dig it. That's a cool twist. We should try implementing it from the first check, but that's okay.
We should. You flipped so high that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's true. And it was spades, but you know. So this one is 7 of diamonds.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you fail the check, but you're going to acquire a tool or resource.
Maybe a functional key card. Hint, hint.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's this big burly security guard. He's got kind of the classic security white button-up T-shirt on. Is it even called a T-shirt at that point? Just button-up shirt.
Oxford, right? Aren't they called Oxford?
Yeah, an Oxford. Sure, we'll call it that. You can call it that. And he's got the classic mustache, and he looks down at you. Sir, I'm going to have to see your ID, please.
So I show it to him.
All right, what's your ID? What did you bring?
You know what? The thing is, I feel like this is going to happen so often. I'm going to be like, well, maybe a few days before I did some recon and, found a copy of... No, actually, no, but this is my own company. This is like a fake company I made up. The Nevada, whatever. So I also made up a legitimate fake-looking license. A fake, legitimate-looking license.
So since you got diamonds on the check, which gives you a tool or resource, I will say that retroactively applies because this is my game and I can decide how it works.
I'm at your my fate is in your hands, Cody.
All right, thanks, dude. Don't trust me too much.
No problem.
This retroactively applies to that. You have a very perfectly functioning fake ID that is going to fool even the most eagle-eyed guard. And he looks down, he sees like, well, okay, wait, real quick. Do you have your real name on it?
What? Thomas Kincaid? I did not just read that on a box, by the way.
Who's even that guy? He sounds like an artist or something, am I right?
You're 100% right.
I know. Okay. I know who Thomas Kincaid is, bro.
I don't.
You don't? What?
No. I just saw it on a puzzle box. It's a good looking puzzle, though. What can I say?
Thomas Kincaid, he's the painter of light, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
He does. You just look up Thomas Kincaid. It's always these paintings, and the buildings always look really well lit. It's lit.
All right.
That's who Thomas Kincaid is. Welcome to the Dicecast.
Okay, the real question is, does the security guard know who Thomas Kincaid is? Because that could be a hiccup.
The security guard does, because basically everybody knows who Thomas Kincaid is, Nate. And he says, are you related to the recently deceased Thomas Kincaid?
Man, it's
probably not actually the deceased Thomas Kincaid, because I doubt he does janitorial work. But, are you related to him?
It's the strangest thing, man. Like my parent, like the Kincaid thing is obviously, that's a coincidence. And my parents were just big fans. And so it's just, it's my burden to bear.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Hey, come on in, man. And he
Thanks, man.
Does his little key card swipe thing and he lets you in.
I'm in. I have no one to say that.
You're in.
Dang it. This will be the moment where I say that into my microphone, but yeah, no one to talk to.
You kind of pull up your collar and just kind of say like, I'm in.
I love it if at some point in this I get busted for doing that. Like someone gets suspicious because I did that. So.
The guard kind of looks at you and then just looks away, I guess. He's kind of done. He's not a super great security guard. That's fine. Okay, so you're inside. You walk through, I guess, the lobby. the guard shift change actually happens like right then, and that guard just leaves. So you're in the clear, homie. You're in the lobby thing of the maintenance department, I guess, of the casino.
Yeah, I mean, I know the layout better than you, or you know the layout better than me?
You know the layout because you've been in here before.
Okay,
possibly
well,
gambling.
I know how to get
Possibly
to.
janitoring.
I am just gonna kind of go down. Obviously, because I've gone in through like a service door, it's kind of like it's like the kind of the sketchier, danker areas of the. It's like in a basement kind of thing. So I'm just gonna go around and just kind of find a trash can or a dark corner or something like that to stash my vacuum.
Okay, as you're walking around, you actually pass another janitor who you notice this janitor is actually wearing it's like a uniform that is like stamped with the Lakes Golden Casino logo.
Mm-hmm.
And you begin to realize that maybe they have their own like staff for this sort of thing. Okay. And it's a bit odd that the guard just kind of like didn't notice or let you in, I guess, but
okay, so
the janitor's walking by you, kind of looks up at you, and it's like, "Sir, who are you, sir? Sir?"
So I am newly hired, being trained right now. I have my own company, but I want to be a janitor for the Lakes 52. So I'm going to be starting to be trained. Actually, I just started a couple days ago. I don't have a uniform yet, unfortunately, but they're not letting me around customers, so it doesn't freak customers out or anything. But actually, I do have a question about the some of the brooms in this closet over here. And I try to get them to come over to the closet with me where there isn't a camera.
Okay. Make an easy charisma check.
Okay.
Need a 5 or higher.
Oh, no. Okay. 3 of clubs.
Uh-oh. 3 of clubs. So you fail, and you receive an injury or a physical setback. How are we going to play this out? This is interesting. Okay, the janitor is not buying it. And he pulls out a broom, and he swings it at your shoulder. And apparently this is actually a crotchety old janitor. He's like, "What? I'm the hiring manager around here. Here, Sonny. Who are you? What's your business here? I know all the people who become janitors, and I don't recognize you. So I'm going to ask you one second to last time. Who are you?"
I'm just going to take this guy out. I'm going to put him in a chokehold.
Okay.
I know I don't know. I'm assuming there's cameras down here, but as long as I can get it all done, as long as I can take care of it quickly, hopefully it won't be an issue. It's not like people go back and watch the security tapes. It's just if they see it happen live, then I'm in trouble.
Sure. Okay. Since he is an old guy, I was going to make it an easy check, but he is holding a broom to you. He's ready to fight you. So this is going to be a medium check.
Yeah, but
do me medium strength check.
I want to remind you, Cody, that you used the word crotchety.
I did use crotchety.
Okay. Just keep that in mind.
Tell you what, I'll make this a special custom downgraded medium check, meaning you only need a 7 or higher to succeed.
Baby. Okay.
How's that?
That's a 5 of hearts.
This is very reminiscent of our previous game we just played.
Yeah, I could only roll 6s or lower for the first half of that whole last one.
Yeah. Okay.
Hearts.
Well,
5 of hearts.
I guess. Oh, hearts. So something good socially happens. Okay.
This is there's more creativity required on your part in this than there is on mine.
There definitely is. But I like the weird dichotomy of something good and bad is happening simultaneously. Okay, so this is how it goes down. You run up and you try to put him in a chokehold, but he successfully kind of fends you off. But he's a little impressed, and he's reminded of his old Vietnam days when he was a Vietnam veteran, even though he still is a Vietnam veteran, when he was in Nam.
In his other life.
And you see him kind of just stop and get sort of bleary-eyed for a second. He's looking off into the distance. and you can kind of tell that he's having like 39 different flashbacks like of the war like flash through his brain all of a sudden. And he's like, those were some crazy times. I'm so glad I'm not there anymore. You seem like a good fella, I suppose. You seem to know how to handle yourself, even though a crotchety old guy with a stick kept you from attacking me. I'm going to ask you now for the last time, who are you and what are you here for, son?
Trying to figure out if I should just take him out again or if I should lie. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take him out again. Chokehold number 2.
Okay, maybe he let his guard down now since he's kind of nicer, so make an easy strength check.
There we go.
No.
What?
Okay, yeah, whatever. Go for it. Yeah, do it.
It's a queen of spades.
A queen of spades. So, okay, a hiccup in your plan occurs, but you definitely succeed.
Definitely.
Okay, you choke him out. You put him in a chokehold. And he slowly suffocates and then passes out. The hiccup in your plan is that you now have just incapacitated a local janitor and you need to put him somewhere.
Okay, right. Well, yeah, of course. So the broom closet I was mentioning before, I'm going to flop the crotchety old man on top of his like trolley if he's pushing one, and just go hide him in the closet and then jump in the closet with him. And there's no double meaning. There's no double entendre here. Switch outfits, and then I'll come out of the closet and leave him in there.
Okay. Is he now wearing the red and white polka dot thing?
Oh, jeez, man, I forgot I was wearing that. No, he's just in his... I wouldn't shame him in that way. I'll just leave him naked.
Much less shame in that, for sure.
I should think so, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure he's not naked. He's got his undies on.
Yeah, okay.
So you leave the crotchety old guy in there. You still have a crotchety old guy who has seen you and knows that you just choked him out.
It doesn't
he's
matter.
Going to wake up at some point.
He'll forget.
And are you trying to stash your vacuum in here? Isn't that your original plan?
Well, actually, I think I want to... Yeah, I want to stash it and get out of here, I think. But I don't want to stash it with the guy. I'm going to find another trash can or dark corner and stash it there.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
I get a +1 to that. Is it?
We're going to make a medium. All right. Well, now you're looking for a trash can. This is easy.
Dang it, man. King of spades.
Oh, well, remember that a hiccup in your plan occurs on spades. So you find the perfect trash can in the perfect deep dark corner around the perfect hallway in this perfect casino. And you stash your vacuum in there along with, I guess, all the vacuum sealed bags that you want to use.
Yeah.
Okay. And since you do so well at this, like you know exactly where it is, you know how to get back to it when you need to on a quick, easy basis. However, down the hallway, not too far from where you're at, is where you stashed this unconscious body. The door starts rattling. I'm assuming you like locked it behind you or something.
Can you lock a broom closet? I mean, yes. Never mind. Don't forget I asked that. Yes, I did.
Depends how important the broom closet is, homie. If it's locked, are you stuck from the inside? Maybe he can't see. You see the doorknob is jiggling, and you sense with your sense of hearing that this guy must have woken up.
See, the thing is, I'm not a murderer, so I'm just going to leave him and just get out of there. It doesn't matter. I'm wearing a mask, when I come here again, so it doesn't matter if you see me. Also, old, guy with maybe some PTSD. Like, I don't know how reliable that testimony is. Like, they're just going to be like, yeah, man, go back to hiring janitors,
Thanks for your service, nerd.
So, yeah.
Hey, mad respect to all the veterans out there.
I was just going to say, that's not a slight in any way.
No, it's not. As always, this episode is falling to pieces. Welcome to the Dicecast, ladies and gentlemen.
But systematically. All right.
Yeah. Okay, you walk out then. out the same doors that you came in from. As we established, it's a different security guard standing there now. He doesn't recognize you, though. And he's like, hey, you started here recently?
Yeah, I was just hired a couple days ago. I just was meeting with I forget his name, but yeah, you know, the old guy that hires all the janitors. I was just talking with him about when I'll start again, what I'll start doing again next week. So.
Oh, you talking about Mitchell?
Yeah, old Mitchell. Jeez, man, what a guy.
Hey, Mitchell, he's a war hero. Did you know that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it shows too. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that man freaking got the Medal of Honor. Did you know that?
No. Who is he? Forrest Gump?
No, I told you it was Mitchell.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, I gotta go.
Yeah. Wait, you thought his name? Hey, you thought his name was Forrest?
Don't tell me this guy has heard of Thomas Kincaid, but he hasn't seen Forrest Gump.
This is a different guy, dude.
Yeah, well, you said everybody's heard of Thomas Kincaid, so.
Whatever. We don't need another check.
No.
You're good. You leave.
I'm getting out of here.
He's just kind of confused, maybe, but yeah, it's all cool.
And I just leave.
You know what's cool?
I just take off.
All right. Well, you completed the first phase of your plan, so you get to level up.
Hey.
+1. Any stat you choose.
I'm gonna +1. +1, is that a verb? I'm gonna upgrade my charisma because it's at -1, so let's cancel that out. Let's get it up to 0.
All right. The old upgraded to 0 move, eh?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we should just jump forward now to not Cinco de Mayo. Yesterday was the Cinco de Mayo here in the real world.
I guess that's true. I mean, it is true. I don't guess. I mean, it is true.
No, that's fine. So, Day of the Dead. Are we just saying that this is the next day, or did you go to stash this vacuum like a week in advance?
Next day. Yeah.
All right, next day. It's the Day of the Dead. What time of the day are you going in?
Like 1 p.m. I think I perform later at night, but you know, I gotta go in, keep up appearances, whatever. You know, I think I get a suite in the hotel or something. So.
Got to shake some hands. We'll say for continuity and story's sake that you actually maybe got this gig since you are a legit recording artist, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely am. I have a lot of talent.
National saxophonist.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are now. It is the Day of the Dead. There's a bit more hustle and bustle going on around because I guess this casino, as you have established, is probably celebrating this holiday.
Of course it is, man. Everyone's got masks,
even though it's
as I predicted.
Oh yeah. Like we said, this is Nevada. It's pretty close to the border. Nevada's close to Mexico, right?
Actually, I don't think it touches. But there's a lot of Mexican culture in Nevada.
Okay, so. We'll take that. Shows what I know. Welcome to the Dicecast, ladies and gents. And you make your way in. You're holding your saxophone case. Is it shiny and cool, indicative perhaps of a national level player?
It's actually made out of brass I had my old previous saxophones that I used as I was training, hammered down and turned into a case for my new professional national grade saxophone.
That is literally metal, dude. And I respect that.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so you have a brass case with your brass instrument on the inside.
Yeah.
Even though technically it's a woodwind instrument if we're going to be literal.
It's not a brass instrument, but it's made out of brass, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And you walk on in, and maybe there at the lobby, there's like a receptionist who kind of greets you. And she's British because that's what she is.
That's perfectly fine. There's no problem with that.
Welcome to the Lakes Golden Casino. This is a British accent, right? What do you think?
This is close enough.
Yes. How may I help you?
I'm Ludovico Angeli, and I am here. That's my suave voice, man. But that's my guys. That's my stage name when I perform in the subways. So.
And you have this accent now?
Yeah. Well, only whenever I say my name, not all the time. Just Ludovico Angeli. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, let me check our list of performers. Yes, Ludovico. Sorry, how did you say the last name again?
Angeli.
Oh yes, well it's a pleasure, sir, to have you here in our establishment. Do you need anything, like complimentary water bottles or anything?
Oh yeah, but give me the boxed ones.
The boxed... Oh, yes, those are so cool and nifty, aren't they? Here, we have little baggies that we actually hand them over, and there's a chocolate bar in there, too. Complimentary, on the casino house.
Which always wins, am I right?
Hey, well, that's how we do. I mean, that's how I get paid, so I know what I'm saying. Wink, wink.
I wink back in a very James Bond sexy way.
Make a medium charisma check.
Ooh, it's a king of clubs.
Ooh. So you receive an injury or physical setback.
But it's very much a success.
Okay, you wink so hard that you actually like strain your eye and there's a muscle spasm that starts. But she's just so impressed that you put in that much effort to being impressive.
I just ask her where my room is. I think I need to get out of this situation.
Oh, no problem, sir. And she prints up a little key card and hands it to you. Enjoy your stay. And please, don't be a stranger.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
All right, and you enter the casino, even though you already entered the casino. You enter further into the casino.
Yes.
And now you have a key card, and you have a room, and you have a saxophone that is a woodwind instrument made of brass in a brass case. The dead remains of your previous saxophone.
It's very fitting for the Day of the Dead, isn't it?
You know what? It kind of is. You look at the key card, because the key cards get printed, I guess, every time. No, there's a sleeve. It's in a sleeve that tells you where your room is. You're on the third floor, room 307.
Okay.
And so you make your way down the hallways. You pass a couple other musicians that maybe you know, and perhaps you smile and nod, even though they can't see you through your mask. So you it just looks like you sort of tilt your head at them a little bit, I guess.
Can they see my spasmed eye winking rapidly?
Yep.
Okay.
And they're just a little bit concerned, but they're like, saxophonist, am I right? They're both like flautists, so they're a little bit biased maybe.
Yeah, I don't like them.
And you find your way to your room. And Nate, as you open the door and enter your casino room, it looks normal.
Well played, Cody.
You've been listening to the Dicecast, a podcast by Tabletop Shop. If you do us the kindness of liking, commenting, subscribing, and leaving us a review, we'll do you the kindness of making more episodes. Actually, we'll keep making episodes either way, but what goes around comes around, unless it burns up while entering the Earth's atmosphere. So send some meteorites our way, and we'll blame it on the universe. Goodbye.